That was good, Michael. You did pop too?
This is Mr. Floyd. Mr. Floyd, you didn't give your pop.
What?
That you promised, remember?
So, not that fifth grade ever gets popped or anything, but Mrs. Claire would get the pop from us for helping us figure out something on our PowerPoint. It was really helpful.
I have a pop.
Thank you for guys. I want to make sure
I have a pop to Miss Sinclair too.
Well, I would like to pop fifth
We
grade.
have another pop. Miss Gray was about to give one pop here.
To Miss Sinclair as well for always coming to our rescue when we need a translator on the spot.
I would like to pop fifth grade for sending little helpers down to help with our little kids, the peer tutors.
Okay, so I would like to pop all of you all for maximizing this time. You shared announcements out here and have gotten started with the pop, so thank you for that. I do apologize. Go ahead, celebrate that, right? Did Ms. Wise start that?
Yes.
Okay, pops to Ms. Wise.
They tease me.
Ms. Thompson. Okay. I apologize, but I guess it's a part of my job to have I came out of my office and there was a parent there, hysterical, said that her heart was pounding out of her chest because her child was dropped off and she wasn't supposed to be dropped off on the bus, and she was on crutches. So she didn't know what she would have done had she not been noticed by her cousin or uncle or whoever it was. That has happened a few times with us recently. So I'll just share that with you, but it's a real concern, especially if parents are sharing how the children are supposed to get home and something is happening with, I guess, within them leaving the class and getting on the bus. So if we could help each other with that, Miss Erin does a phenomenal job with organizing that. You guys are working with her with that, and so I do appreciate it. But knowing that we do have a breakdown somewhere, we had another parent this week who child, well, actually, I think it's more of the parent as well, changing the dismissal process frequently, and it's hard to keep up with that. But we want to make sure the children are safe and where they're supposed to be. I also wanted to pop Miss Law, Miss Sinclair, the third grade team, and it's not that they are the only ones, but these are noticings for just really putting up the evidence of the rigor and STEM in the classroom. Law with her board with the rigorous C's. Miss Sinclair with her STEM board focus, and the whole third grade team with their STEM wall, connecting their challenge with their activity when they went to Delonica. And also I think I saw it with Miss Pittman as well, whole wall of pictures with their space. And Miss Gail, showing evidence of the students' work. All of these things are phenomenal, so I really appreciate your work and intentional thought towards that. If I missed you, it doesn't mean that misrecognized you. It doesn't mean that I didn't notice. Those are just some things I quickly tried to jot down. Also, we started our after-school program yesterday. Thank you for those who are supporting, and that will be all of you, because we have created a rotation of how we're going to support the children from 2:40 to 3, and then those who are actually working the program. If we have any questions or challenges with that, I'm open to hearing that so that we can strengthen the process and the program. All right, so those, within your rotation at your grade level, whenever it's your week, provided the schedule that was created, work as a team to ensure that the three small necessities are done. Make sure the students use the restroom before they're released. That's every Monday and Tuesday, that they use the restroom, that they eat the snacks that they brought with them, and that they're able to start on their homework and or read independently. those are only 3 things that we need. All right, so, we know that the restrooms have been down for some time. The guy came and snaked the line, and what he pulled out was several rags, kitchen cloths, like what they used to wipe the tables down, several of them. He also pulled out the brown paper towels. So, and he said that the only way that they can get in there is through what? Flushing. So I called in Ms. Mapp, Mr. Adams, because I'm thinking originally that maybe the rag got lost in the sink and went down the drain some kind of way. But when he told me that's the only way that it could have gone in, that means that students are getting hold of these towels some kind of way. And they also, I believe, are putting the brown paper towels in the toilets. And that's really messing up our entire system because they're actually connected. The new system, the gym, all of it. It overflowed today, even after the snake, them cleaning it out, it overflowed again. But my pressing point with that is that I don't believe an adult put a towel in the toilet. I believe that those are our students in some kind of way, and if we could speak to them, this is the effect of it, and I'm sure they didn't appreciate having the restrooms shut down, so they should hold each other accountable, because this is our building, our space. There are a few things that we're gonna go over with STEM, and I just wanted to have you jot these things down, but before I do, I wanted to open up the floor to Ms. Siri if she hadn't already shared.
Me?
Seesaw.
Oh, seesaw? Oh, okay.
Is it me?
Me? What am I doing? So, we are, raise your hand if you use seesaw or have used it in the past. Okay. So, Seesaw sent us an opportunity to be able to use Seesaw for schools for free until June 30th. So, Seesaw is a learning journal. It allows you to collect data from the students, whether it's an image of their work or something they've created on the iPad. And it's a way that you can share with the parents as well. That is safe. So the parents get a QR code. They also download the app, and they get to see what their students are creating in their classrooms. And it's a pretty amazing way to be able to share what your kids are doing. But also, you can create a blog very easily create a blog out of what you've posted. The students can comment on each other's work. Parents can comment on their child's work. You can comment on their work. So it's kind of like this social network that is closed in, except for the blog. The blog you can make public. And you can control what the parents see. So you can put whatever you want on there. So it allows you to go back and see what the students have done from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And with Seesaw for Schools, it actually collects that data and keeps it for their entire school career. So you'd be able to look back and see what they did the previous year. I believe once they're your student. So it's a pretty amazing tool to use to collect data. It's also a great way to save their work that they create on the iPad. I know Ms. Law uses it a lot. I don't know if you want to make a comment about it.
I also, whenever we go on field trips, that's the way I send the pictures that I take on field trips to the parents, so that they can log on. That way they have access to them. They can download what they want, print them, save them. But it's also good for that because it's just click, 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 send, done.
Yeah, you don't have to email it. I know first grade uses it a lot as well.
Yeah, like for Tubbs where they have to do work that you're not necessarily turning in, if it's a game or whatever, I make them take a picture, so, here, like, Jeremiah took a picture and he posted what he did, and they're really into, they know, like, I think about Facebook, their parents might have Facebook, so they're really into, like, liking each other's work and commenting and things like that, so they can get into it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a great way for us to collect information from the students for the entire year, and you get to be able to look back at the work they've done, and for them as well. So we're gonna try it out. We just got the approval for it. So Galloway and I are both admins on it, so we have to upload everybody into the schools. And the people that are already on it they will be automatically put in once we enter your information. It's pretty amazing, yeah.
Can you post videos?
Yes, you can post videos. You can take pictures of their work. You can annotate on top of the work. You can have them record over the work. But yes, video as well. So especially for our signing students.
And audio, you can record. You can also give them feedback in the classroom if it's on the Promethean board. So that way, you're utilizing ways to give your students feedback in front of everyone.
So I think if you guys like it, by the end of the year, hopefully we're able to purchase it for the future. But it's great for specialists too, because I could always have one. I have one too, and for their art or things that they do in technology, I would also have that to post. And the parents would only see what they have done.
Thank you, Ms. Theory.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, so if you would, we're now going to transition into our STEM review update. Go ahead and take out your writing utensil or whatever you want to take notes on. Tomorrow, we're going to pool students for a somewhat of a preview or mock interview. These students are going to be pulled during their specials, hopefully. I'm going to give you quickly the names. If you think we should pull another student, please let us know. We're going to pull them tomorrow. We're going to then glean 12 students that we feel would be a great suit for the interview process on the 29th of March. Not all of these students will be chosen, but we're just trying to get a feel for how they respond to the questions, how comfortable they are, and things like that. So for kindergarten, we have Jack, I think, Thames is his last name. Logan Holt. I don't have any first graders. First grade, can we be thinking about?
I think that when I met with you to fill in for Graham, we gave you a couple names.
Okay.
I can give you them. Yeah.
Oh, it's out of order. Thank you. Sorry. All right, so first grade, Matthew Copeland, Madison Green, Jaden Brown, Seeger Sanchez, Jack Phillips. Second grade, Sanit Saeed, Kazuki Wells. We have 2 on second grade. Maybe if we can get 2 more possibilities, second grade teachers. Third grade, Emma Trotty, Sam Shapiro, Naomi Samuel, Hudson Cobb, Rayon Riza, and Gia Choi. Fourth grade, Tess Cobb, Aaron Gerstle, Anna Cates, Harrison Miller, Vivian Delinsky, and Elise Garcia. Fifth grade, Hannah Choi, Sophia Hook, Lucia Risco, Haley James Briggs, Camilla Costin, Michael Simon, Self Berkowitz, Glody Bandera, Nyla Connors for our DHH, and Joshua McConnell. Okay? All right. Since I'm already giving out names, I'm going to go ahead and give the names of those who will serve on our STEM committee for that interview process. We have Francis, Spencer, Reynolds, Graham, McCarthy, myself, Galloway, Stansfield will be the STEM committee interviewing team. For teachers, teacher representatives that will be interviewed that we know, remember that they can ask any of us any questions, but specifically those that will be called at a specific time to interview and represent our parents,